Hi, hi, phone close to dead. Got calves until need to put them in pens and feed the cattle and take care of the chickens, then I'll be on. Okay. Then let me update a title because I wasn't sure if you would make it. Alright, updated the titles. Alright, so last time we dealt with a Xenon invasion. Which apparently, after I left, they decided to come back. Yeah, no, I understand. Cattle. Cattle! Big beasts, yes. Oh, wow. Now I feel bad because they probably needed that carrier to help hold off this area. Let's follow the line and take a look. I mean, we at least have a satellite now so we can see what's been going on. The Terran are trying to do something in this space. Maybe the Terrans are trying to build a space station over here. We'll have to check that out. In fact, that's probably what we'll do in a moment. Alright. That's right. We totally redesigned this entire station, which it means it's going to take a while. It's going to take 5 minutes just to deconstruct everything and then start to rebuild it, because it needed more solar cells. This guy, where is he? Oh, that's that one. And then these two. Oh wow, more xenon going nuts. But this one's close to the Terran fleet. That, yeah, look at that. Just, oh, it's actually both. It's a combination fleet. And this guy just keeps raking in all that wonderful, wonderful scrap. You're gonna need water. Yep, lots of water. Which guy sells the water? When you're done with that, I want you to come over. Oh, you're on a repeat order thing. That's going to be a problem. Alright. Are you done with all your trade requests? Yes. It's probably just going to be easier to come right over to here. Get this guy. Trade. No. We'll just stock up because we'll probably use that water. Boom. Alright. And that should fill up the water needed for that guy. And then it will build the rest of it. It's already got the scrap, so it will generate its own hull parts and claytronics, which is nice. And what just happened? Game? Game? Why aren't you responding? Like, not even escape? We'll give it 15 seconds. If not, then we'll restart. Alright. I don't know what happened there, but we'll just restart the game. I'm going to teleport out of there just to make sure it wasn't that my ship blew up and that's what happened. But I'm not sure what to do with this carrier that I captured, because, why, eventually a carrier would be nice. At the moment, I don't have a fleet to put in a carrier. But I guess it's a good place to start. I have 2 Hyperions and a carrier, and an Orca to support it. Now I just need to fill it with fleet.
Entering system. Heretics End.
So remember to buy that water. Right, that's not who I wanted. I wanted you. And you're still waiting to build the dock, which is at 57%. The hull parts are on the way. Actually, I think that's the one that's glitched and not on its way. Yeah, you don't have the hull parts. So let's get them from this guy. Okay. I should get that guy up and running, because then he will be able to use the trader that he has, or the miner. Because we have a miner assigned to this guy, but it's a large miner, and I forgot to put a pier, so that kind of rendered it useless. And we're also going to have to get him a mineral miner, because he needs gases and minerals. Of course, one of the concepts I'm considering is making this a mining station where all they will do after they're made is hold the ores, and all the miners will attach here, and then it will get distributed out from there, as opposed to having each station be self-contained. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I wanted to know about this guy. Communicate with you.
Can I help?
Analyze ships.
Affirmative.
Let's analyze these
Can I
Xenon
help?
ships and see if we can get the blueprints out of them.
Affirmative.
3 hours, 45 minutes for the one, and 7.5 hours for the other. But, you know, we potentially will get Xenon. Okay. I'm actually going to fly this one, so I want you to fly here. Yeah, I do feel bad about stealing that Explorer, which would probably have helped some of these ships. But yeah, I'm not seeing many of the ships that would have been part of that. Oh, there's the Odysseus destroyer. And there's another Odysseus destroyer. Oh wow, they actually took out a builder. That's not a small feat. But yeah, we'll park the ship here, take control of it, get up to speed, fly at full speed through the gate, come out of the gate at high speed, and then just search the area. I'm half wondering what these guys are going. Are they just going for the minerals, or that's a trader? So I'm wondering if they're trying to build a station. If I had an attack fleet, which I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
Because yeah, we're not quite there yet. We're starting to get there. No, what's that mission?
Aurelia.
Sir.
Let's get some speed, so that way we don't have to worry about the Xenon beating us up. Works as well for small fighters as it does for the Odysseus. I don't even remember what mission is selected.
Danger. Hazardous. Entering system. Vargas Cascade.
Oh wow, that's hilarious that I dropped it right there. Looks like I dropped it in a good spot. It zoomed right where I wanted it to.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Entering Barca's Cascade 17.
Scouting out the region.
Unknown object. The aqueduct. Entering system. Matrix. Number 79B.
That was messy. Come on, shields, regenerate. There we go.
Jump gate. Barca's Cascade.
And just a little short of where I wanted it, but close enough.
Entering system. Barca's Cascade. Superhighway. Barca's Cascade 15.
That's a whole lot of red. But at least I'm getting good visibility on the enemy. Drop another one right in the middle.
Danger. Hazardous region. Entering Barca's Cascade. 15.
Something's beating the snot out of them. And there we go. Nice coverage of this space. Not the cleanest coverage, but I'm also flying through dangerous territory as I do it, so.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Entering system. Hatikva's choice. M-P-E.
Yeah, you're the closest. So apparently to get them to bail, the actual numbers are shields below 20 and hull below 70. And if it's a xenon, your chances are immediately reduced by a third.
N. N.
And here I thought my fight with the xenon was at a pause, but nope, they're still trying to invade. Receive payment. Nice.
M.
There we go.
N. M.
Next one. There we go.
F.
Did they actually get that destroyer taken out? Yeah, it looks like they did kill it.
Hull damage.
Ooh.
Hull critical.
Alright, abort, abort. Yeah, they did. They took out the behemoth. They almost took me out. Alright. Let's go get repaired. Wait, no, that's not the exit I want. Actually, no. No, no, no. That is the exit I want.
Entering system. Morning Star.
Oh, let's figure out what mission it decided to give me. Oh. Well, I appreciated the guidance all the same.
Ides. Sentinel. Jump gate. Heretics End. Entering system. Heretics End.
There's a player HQ. But we're going for the wharf.
Wharf. Out of docking range. Docking granted.
Drifted a little bit too much. Still getting used to the drift.
Successfully docked.
Let's get a repair going.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Oh man, are they sending even more troops through? Yep. Hopefully this will settle down and we can come in and build a defense platform nearby. But I think it's going to be a while before that happens. Alright. How is this research coming along? Yay, you got that. Okay. I've specifically told someone to mine trader, you. There's not a lot, but it's there. There. I think the issue is you're not listening to my order, you're mine. None found in range. Alright, so you're gonna be an idiot. We'll just accept that. We'll just have you as hold position for now. Kill these two, and so we're trying to get a hold of that resource. There's not a lot of it, but there is some.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Alright. Okay, so you're building that. Those numbers are going up. Okay, everything's okay, so let's go see what's going on with your trader. Oh wow, you're way the heck over the hit. Watchful Gaze seems to be more than just 5 sectors away. So much. Okay. But you are built. You should just need the materials to make stuff. So that's just a matter of time. Let's buy a medium miner. Mineral. Medium loadout. Oh, no, not that. That was a rename I wanted.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
That's what you're specifically supposed to be mining. Oh, and I just realized something that would probably make it a little bit easier for everybody.
Can I help? Over and out.
You should be less stupid now. In fact, on that note of being less stupid, does that open up any of his behaviors? Expert mind, that's going to be useful later. Actually, let's just do that right now. Okay, so you do have money. You are... Oh, great buy offer. That would help. I thought we had already made a buy offer for that. Ho 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 ho. That's a lot. It's a pity you can't hack wharfs and shipyards. It'd be interesting to have the blueprints. Okay, you're holding strong, thankfully. Because That's been my beacon of safety when I do fly through that area.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to put you back on just hold position. Confirm that. Now that we know, he'll just let me know when he's done with that. Oh, you need a manager now. All right. How much have you been built? Well, you almost have the resources for everything. You just have one docking. You're going to be working on the big docking next. Trade wares. This could be or silicone. Confirm. Great buy offer, but only from me. Nope, wrong button. Oh, that's right. I can't set that yet because there's no... Okay. Alright. Let's see, what are the missions like? Oh. Restock drones. Oh, trap for builder wants another builder. Not yet. We're... Alright. I feel like shooting down some laser turrets, but actually... Weapons... Military... Weapons... I'm guessing there's some I haven't discovered. Let me double check something real quick.
Awaiting orders.
Split. Okay, where do I find the split? Pulling up the galactic map.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Up. Hmm.
Autopilot engaged.
Let's see if we can get these guys up. Yeah, there's the carrier I stole last game, but really don't have that many fighters to put into it right now.
Entering system. Wretched skies. Autopilot disengaged.
Because I would really like the disintegration weapons. The thermal disintegrator.
Graphene refinery.
I like the hull design of the split, I'll give it that.
Civilian ship C.
We can't take it.
Short range transporter B.
Stop your attack immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Acknowledged. Criminal record has been updated.
But I thought that was a criminal that I shut down. Oh well. Kind of curious. Okay, it does damage your reputation. That's how easy it is to shoot. Okay. Because we saw the achievement for destroying 10 of those. So it had me curious. I heard the bubble. Alright, I'm not seeing it though. Alright. I'm guessing it's up. Nope. Bars are not. Bars got weaker. There it is. I heard the wom wom wom, but alright, I think it's only one per station anyway, so
Autopilot engaged. Factory. Autopilot disengaged.
I think we just need to get it to -10 and then we can start trading, and hopefully I can use my economic power to get it up. If nothing else, it should also unlock missions. Hello, what are you? Oh. No station here yet.
Autopilot engaged.
Well, if we can get where we can start trading with them, that would be a way to gain reputation, is helping build that station.
Autopilot disengaged. Civilian ship D.
I don't know if I got it in time or not. Well, that was not the data leak. Data leaks around here somewhere. Alright, it's weakening, so it's up above. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, these ships' designs definitely make it more difficult to spot those data leaks.
Docking denied.
Alright. Huh. I mean, it is a mission, but...
Requesting permission to dock.
I knew I could count on you.
Docking permission granted.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged. Civilian ship Z.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Thanks for your help.
Aww. New sector. Who is this?
Entering wretched skies. 10.
This is a bit of a switch up. You're on here and Luck. Yep. Luck has to deal with cabs. He said he'd be on in a bit, but that was a bit ago, so. Yeah, my friend Tuggy has an event today, so no Godot.
Engaged. Autopilot.
You're not who I was hoping you'd be. So let's head back.
Unknown station.
Can't recognize the design from here. Okay. I can... Alright. Let's lock on to the jump gate. Or the accelerator, excuse me. Doo-doo-doo.
Entering wretched skies. 5. Family 5. Autopilot. Engaged.
We're trying to get the reputation up with this faction so we can trade with them and get a reputation up higher because I want the thermal disintegrator. Because we all know I like to bypass shields.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
So how are you doing tonight, Bill?
Scanning array factory.
I was actually thinking the opposite. It sounds like a very fancy term for a flamethrower. Oh. I got sideswiped by a motorcycle trying to split lanes and showing his abundance of motorcycle skill. Luckily, the damage was minimal. Just light cosmetic. I'm very thankful that my mirror is designed to flex, because otherwise he would have broke my mirror off. And he had the audacity to flip me off even though he hit me. It's a shame I haven't put my dash cam up yet, because otherwise I'd just be able to send the footage to the cops and have them deal with them. Nobody hurt. Very, very minimal damage to my car. Just 3 little spots where he dinged the door. And you have to look to notice. Alright, it's going down, not up, so let's go up. Yeah, I was more shaken up than anything. It took me a moment to relax and then pull off the side of the road to see what the damage was, and everything was okay. Now we need to just wait for a criminal to poke its head out. Yeah, the awkward part was having to message my boss and be like, yeah, it was on the clock, so I'm legally required to report that I was involved in a hit and run. Nobody was hurt. Could not get the information because the motorcyclist drove off. Like, I was already on a stretch where the speed limit was 70. And he hit me and zoomed off before I could even react. Like, by the time I registered he had smacked my car, he was already 5 cars ahead of me, flipping me off. So, he had to be easily going 90 or more. Well,
Stop them.
that's what we were waiting for.
Civilian ship C.
Let's see. New beef. Okay. Alright. I've been there. My sister had a nasty habit of having deer and moose jump out in front of her. I've hit 2 electric poles in my life. I feel so bad. My sister-in-law had a stretch where, like, every year in May, she was involved in a car accident. None of them were her fault.
Autopilot engaged.
On the 5th year, she was in the car, but she wasn't the one driving. My brother was the one who got hit, rear-ended. And my parents are horrible at relaying news, because it turned out he actually got rear-ended just 3 blocks from the house. And she picks up the phone and goes, "Your brother was hit." Said the house that they were in front of, because we knew the people who lived in the house right in front of where he got hit, and she relayed, "Brother is hurt," when she meant to say, "is not hurt." I had just had dental work done, so I still had the Novocaine in my cheeks. I ran out the door, realized it would have been faster for me to just run there than to drive there. So I ran the distance, got there, realized my brother wasn't hurt, and that's when the adrenaline wore off and all the Novocaine hit me. Because once I started running, it pumped it all through my system, and yeah, I was not having a good time. But yeah, my brother was not hurt, but that's not what I was told.
Identifying criminal vessels.
Where? There, and locked on.
Civilian ship C.
Wait to get the message. Sometimes they take so long to get you the message. No, let's just move on. Wide sensor array, defense platform. I don't know whether these are defense platforms or if they're just extensions. They look like just extensions. Reminds me of one of those commercials that had the collect call with people saying, yeah, where's the criminal? Oop, there it is, there it is.
Civilian ship D.
Head back to this one.
Autopilot engaged.
Thank you.
There's the message. I was worried that they weren't going to acknowledge it. Four more to go, and then we should open up some better paths.
Autopilot disengaged.
I use my shield as bumpers way too often.
Civilian ship C. Short range transport.
Don't shoot the
D.
civilians this time. I'm guessing it accidentally got hit in the wake. Oh, that's data leak.
So if you control this transmission, keep it to yourself. I have work that needs doing. Are you interested in a job?
No, not at this
Come
time.
and find me if you change your mind.
Autopilot. Engage. Autopilot. Disengaged.
That's a civilian, not a criminal.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Oh, wait.
Factory.
That one's not even built yet, that's right.
Autopilot. Disengage. Autopilot. Engaged.
So this place just has sunlight, okay.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
I see a red light. This happens to be part of the design. Where'd it go?
Civilian ship. C.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Autopilot. Engaged. Quantum tube factory. Autopilot. Disengaged.
Thank you.
Civilian ship. D. Autopilot. Engaged.
If they acknowledge that one, 2 more to go. Or is it 3? I forget whether it's 10 or 9 that it triggers. Bill, do you remember when Gnome's supposed to get back? Okay.
Autopilot disengaged.
There's part of me that thought he was supposed to be back today, but lately I need my vacation that's coming up. Okay, apparently they're not going to give me credit for that criminal I shot down.
Don't let them get away.
As soon as I can spot them. There we go.
Civilian ship D.
I'm going to stick around this time until I get credit. Because maybe that's why I didn't get credit on the others.
Thanks for your help.
Alright.
Autopilot engaged. Factory. Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged.
There it is.
Civilian ship B.
Thank you.
Oh, it did count. It just took that long.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged. Civilian ship C.
Hopefully that will do it. Yeah, just vertical connector.
Thanks for your help.
So they're still classified as enemy. Apparently you do need to get to -9. Who are you?
Ilias E.
I have been watching more food vids while I've been fasting than I ever did while eating. Yeah, that tends to how it goes. That way you can dream of the foods you will eat once you can eat them.
Are you interested in a job? Come and find me if you change your mind.
Come on, autosave. This isn't a good thing. YouTube keeps recommending these food challenge eaters. Yeah, that. Problem with the algorithm is the algorithm isn't supposed to like get you the things that are good for you. It's just the things that can grab your attention. And more often than not, the things that grab her attentions are the things that we shouldn't be paying attention to. Come on. We need another criminal. We need another Timmy. Thank you.
Civilian ship D.
Things at the extreme, realistically, yeah. Is Advanced Composites what this guy is needing? Yes it is in fact. Okay. You don't have a trader of your own. I want you to fly out here. Looks like there's a... Oh, that's the scan mission.
Thank you.
Yes. Neutral. Not Hyperion. Elu. Alright, trade.
Requesting permission to dock.
Buying them out should benefit in some relations. Oh. Speaking of giving good profit.
In space!
You're going to be a busy little beaver. You look damaged. You are damaged. Go get repaired.
Sir,
Talking away. And I completely forgot about you. Alright. So this guy is starting to get his gases going. He's going to get his pores going. And then we'll get the parts for the Terrans.
Entering system. Heretics end.
Thermal disintegrators right there. Can't get them yet, but that's the ones we're looking for. It's interesting that I can get an acid fighter, but not these guys. I wonder if it's because I already have the blueprint.
Entering system. Morning Star.
Where are you? going. Alright. Ho ho! Look at all the xenon carcasses.
Entering system. Heretics End.
Ah, I could have captured that one, but no! Okay.
Morea. Autopilot.
Let's go shoot
Engaged.
down some turrets. Or laser towers, sorry. Oh, that's gone up. Alright. Nope, I have to suit bomb.
Entering system. Morningstar.
Oh good, the Hargon are coming to fight off that Xenon invasion.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
What I need to do is get a small enough fleet and enough materials to build a defense platform right here.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Hey, creative.
I Herbie missed 2 feedings today.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's how busy I was.
Entering system. Second contact.
You missed the story about how I got sideswiped by a motorcycle on the freeway today.
Oh. Damn.
Luckily, very minimal damage, but it's still like, what the heck? And he had the audacity to flip me off even though he hit me.
Entering system. The Void.
So it put the dock off of the pier all the way out there. And there's the standard dock all the way there. Okay. That station's definitely going to be out of commission for a while. But that's why we're doing station logistics, is to try to clean things up so things work better.
Jeez. I don't know what's up with my mouse.
Entering system. Antigone Memorial.
Oh, wow, we're going all the way out to here. Okay, so it's going to be that. You're built. We just got to get your logistical chain going. Did the cat get it? I'm not sure what spill we're referring to. I blame the
Me
Twitch.
saying that my mice isn't working.
Oh yeah, that's where the Twitch delay kind of makes it sometimes hard to know.
Yeah.
Entering system. Sikaris.
Dude, why are you guys
Autopilot
going like?
epically failed.
Yeah, I see autopilot epically fail. At least the game has the decency to call itself out when that happens.
Damn it. I didn't touch the mouse for a little
Okay.
bit,
1,
and then the mouse doesn't react anymore.
2, 3.
And I did what I just did what Bill said to do last night to change the USB slot.
Oh, this one's restructuring's almost done.
Okay. Alright. Chris Forge.
Entering system. Gaian prophecy.
A shadier one. Try putting it into a different slot, one that's actually on the case.
Hey, did you know Creative Luck went live? Actually.
Oh yeah, I gotta do this, and just as I expected.
Entering system. Brennan's triumph. Autopilot. Disengaged.
Oh. Autopilot? That's a little too close.
Laser tower. Mark II.
Okay. Hmm. Now, what is the world?
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Laser Tower Mark II.
Hmm. And then once it switches over, I'm gonna have to make sure mic captures.
Do you remember when Dome's supposed to make it back?
Weekend, I believe.
Okay.
Laser Tower Mark II. Laser Tower Mark I.
Okay, it is there.
Laser Tower
Oh yeah,
Mark
there's.
II.
I was looking for a way to actually charge this wireless crafting grid. Hmm. Hmm.
Thank you.
Maybe that's how.
Laser
Power.
Tower Mark II.
Can't fit down. Why do I have to do power? Hmm. Well, if I'm gonna do power, I'm gonna make sure to do some crafters.
So I don't know if you know this about the laser turrets. They have to rotate to shoot at you. So if you just keep moving, strafing,
It's not gonna do anything.
it will
Pretty
really
much.
struggle.
Hmm.
And if you
Laser
get at the right
Tower
distance,
Mark
you can get it where you can strafe faster than they can move.
I. Laser Tower Mark
Hmm.
II.
Hmm.
Thanks for your help.
Hmm. Let me do that. Then what was it? Silicon
Laser
and
Tower
redstone.
Mark I.
And a diamond.
Laser Tower Mark II.
No, it's not that. It's this. No, it's a binding, that's right.
Laser Tower Mark I.
But hey, at least it's nice that they made it so that different mods also have to rely on great things
Mm-hmm.
like sequential crafting or making. Like they remove the inscriber, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good mod packs have a way of interweaving the mods and making it where you have to work together.
Yeah. Yeah, inscribers have been disabled and replaced with great sequenced crafting.
Entering system. Getsufune.
If you have one, it'll still work.
Entering system. Heretics End.
Thank you.
You know, all the mods 10 did not do that. Okay, I'll do that. Do that. Only one. Ooh.
Hello there.
Entering
There.
system. The Void. Entering system. Brennan's Triumph.
And it's pretty much full. Okay.
Morea.
I need
Sir.
redstone. Oh, that's right.
Morea.
Do.
Docking granted.
Alright, where'd the EMP
I'll
go?
be back. Gotta do something.
Maintenance. Short range. Short Quasar. Vanguard. Morea.
Oh,
Spacesuit
hilarious.
EMP.
Did it just delete that EMP? Yeah, it did.
Morea. Docking granted. Spacesuit EMP. Morea.
Oh, what a nice little cluster they gave me.
Sir.
Gonna make myself some mac and cheese. The only food I had today was a small ass breakfast burrito in the morning.
That's not good. You gotta take better care of yourself.
That's just how busy I was today. Had to go to where had to feed it Herbie this morning. Do work adult chickens, give the baby chickens food and water, and then immediately had to leave to go to my mom's to do her morning chores. That's where I ate the breakfast burrito at. Spent an hour there doing the chores, and then came back, fed Herbie again. That's about time for him to eat, and then had to go to town.
Spacesuit here.
Thank you.
Was in town for like 2 hours or something. Then I came
Alright,
back,
Sir.
prepped the trailer for
I mean, the obvious answer is when
For
you
the
feed
calves.
Herbie, you feed yourself.
that's too much meals. He gets 5 meals a day.
I have the impression you're a skinny Benny.
Actually, I did gain weight a little bit. I was 220. I'm 230 now, and
Oh.
6 foot.
So you're about 40 pounds heavier than me.
I know my uncle. He like graduated like being like 90 pounds, and he's not short. He's like probably 6 foot.
Alright, doesn't look like I'm getting a fourth. It's not even showing up as static.
I need this.
But I got the blueprint, that's the important part.
We're gonna make this. Just one. Storage, yeah, crafter.
Sir.
If I get the request. Okay. I got another one of these. Okay. You literally can't interact with this.
Autopilot engaged.
Ad break in 1 minute.
Oh, I think I have to have this facing a crafting table. In order for it to work.
Autopilot disengaged.
Nope, that won't work. So I could just do this. There. Pattern. Yeah. Refine pattern.
Raya.
Do.
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Docking granted.
Hmm. And then I'll have to do that.
Spacesuit EMP. Morea.
No. Surely have. Did that. Storage block. I guess the storage block used for. Must be for a specific item. That must be it. Okay. So then, iron.
Or make trade subscription.
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
I do not have the quartz for that. What other ways of very good
Awaiting orders.
quartz? Crushing.
Entering system. Gaian
No.
prophecy.
Pretty much just put full sand.
Okay. That should make it where they don't accidentally fill up the storage with just one and the others get ignored.
Here's the chicken.
Alright, so I believe it was under this guy where
Entering system. Sikaris.
want the Hall Parts factory. You have the big miner. I want you.
I wonder if you could bulk. Wonder if you could do that.
How's this guy coming? Not very strong, but go deliver the order. Did I say build unit?
No, it has to actually be a normal variant.
There we go.
Okay. Cannot be compressed. A shame.
Entering system. Antigone Memorial.
There we go. Are you done building yet? You should have got the materials. Yeah, you're done. So. Oh, you're waiting. Okay.
And the rest of them need to still say, come on. Okay.
I'm actually going to send you to Doc.
Entering system. The void.
Check to see if the water's boiling yet.
Entering system.
It was not.
Second contact.
This is the last one.
That was a really silly thing to do.
And you should have.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
You have decent amount in stations. It looks like yes.
But you could always do with more.
Well, especially in this particular zone, this is where I have most of my stations
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
set up.
Oh, man.
So I'm starting to build trade networks to extend the reach of this guy. So like I have a trading outpost here, here, and here. I named them Amazon just so that way I know what they're supposed to be. Here's my original one in Black Hole Sun. It does a pretty decent job.
Entering system. Morning
Yeah, I'm
star.
struggling to break out from miners to station, and I feel like it's very slow. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm going to be honest, at the first, income's going to be slow once you start doing stations. The recommendation I give rather frequently is start with an energy cell producer. Super easy to set up.
Oh, right.
You can just... In fact... Where's over here? Now, I've added to this, but this did not start out with all these. It just started out with a container storage, a dock, and an energy cell producer. Super simple. You throw it down, you build it. It's going to generate slow income, but it's low maintenance. You don't have to add anything to it, and it gets moving quickly. We go back to Black Hole Sun. We added on. We're still adding on to it. Will it sell anything over? The trick is you give it a manager, and the manager manages those thresholds. So if you come into the logistics and you go to energy cell, you can see right here it says sell offer automatic, but I can go in here and then set the amount where it will determine how much it keeps. So let's say I always want to have this 10,775. I put it there. It will hold them until it gets to that point, and then it starts to sell it. I just let it do it automatically. Because energy cells, with few exceptions, you almost always have excessive energy cells. This guy has a lot of extra methane, so he's allowing it to be sold off. What he's struggling with is the ores, and in fact, did you lose your miners for that? Is that what happened? No, there's your mineral miner. Oh, it just hasn't shown back up yet.
Okay.
It's all the way up there, and it needs to get all the way back here. This is a warning that sometimes having very efficient managers can be bad. And sometimes you may want to replace it with a less skillful manager. Because with him having 5 stars, he'll look 5 sectors out, and if the ore is looking better there, he'll send them there. The problem is he's got to go all that way when there's a worse deposit nearby, but it's quicker, and you can usually do better that way. This is something I have honestly been neglecting, and I am trying to manage it a little different. My current strategy that I'm going to try is I got this guy set up. He just stores solids. So you're assigning miners to
Diamond.
yeah. Let me pull up one of my. So if we go back to Black Hole Sun, you can see I have miners to gather the materials. I have a fighter to defend, and then I have a trader to go sell the wares off. So, trying to create a hub to sell off your stuff is in a central location. Yeah, I claim I took this spot because it wasn't owned by anyone, and that's where the game's... Wait a second. You're not the one attacking.
So,
High-tech trader, high-tech... I'm imagining someone just
right.
accidentally crashed. So yeah, my player HQ started here. I also like the fact that we have this free port where I can pick up EMP bombs, because I've done the hack research, and boy, have we been exploiting the hack research.
It has been good.
Let's see here. You start with that one. I think no, you start with that one too. I know I bought some. Oh, I bought the boron containers. Yes, I bought those, and I bought this because you can't hack it. But basically, everything else you see, I EMP'd and stole the blueprint. We just took this one. Oh, I also bought the one dock short pier, because I didn't know of any stations that had it. Oh, and I also bought the scrap and recycling because I didn't know where to steal that from. But stole that one. All of those. Yeah. So yeah, I recommend doing the hacking research. I need to understand you can buy EMPs at this station. They're about 120,000 credits, but compared to the cost of the blueprints, so much better. One of the other cheeky things I did, down in this corner, I built a station called Trap for Builders. All it is a dock, and honestly, I didn't tell... I have a distribution network that clearly is working for haul parts and energy cells, because I did not set a budget. I did not put any, and yet parts got delivered. Yep. I think we're at like 20 builders that we've captured that way. Which then we just sent them over here, stripped them for parts, sold, and then, I don't know if you know this, like, let's just find the Revenge, because I know he's just floating around. We're not going to sell him, but just to show you. If you go here and go sell, see how this one's 11.3? 11.4. 12.6. as you can see, they're not necessarily the same price. So when you do, after you strip them for parts and get the valuables off, which when you capture builders, the amount of consumables they have is in the millions. Shop around for prices. Because,
I shall rehydrate.
see, 13.1. That's the best deal we've seen so far. Almost 2 million more than the lowest price we saw. So, make a point to look at all the shipyards before you sell. I don't think I can... Yeah, I know it's not going to let me sell at the Xenon shipyard. I just had to see. The sad part is I really need to explore this section because it's part of the super loop. You can tell by my map which section I've been mostly focused on. It's mainly the Boron and the Terrans. Yeah, I feel like the last I played 6.8 mining / etc. was good enough for income to get into stations. Was trying to avoid boarding, but it must be the way. To be fair, I actually the reason I started this was to be able to buy the wharf blueprint, because that is stupid expensive. Just stupid expensive. But I was actually able to get into stations fairly cheaply.
Magic, you're here now.
Because again, once you start doing the EMP bombing, everything involved in Black Hole Sun did not need boarding to be built. I found the station builder calculator online, and just made this guy where he's self-sufficient in hull parts. I'm trying out the habitation. Never done the habitation. Yep. The bit that I also have fun with is I have energy cells, so I'm not having to worry about buying energy cells, because that's easy to get your hands on. The next step, I built this station, so now I have a regular supply of hull parts.
Nope, not that way.
See, hull parts full.
That way.
In fact, I need to deal with this because, or did I already deal with it and I'm just waiting for it to? Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to finish. Yeah, he's so good at making hull parts. I'm having to like massively increase my storage. You can see the last time I took money out of him. But as you can see, very profitable. This one didn't need piracy to get started.
13.
And to be fair, I started piracy on this playthrough because I had never done boarding before. This is only my second playthrough, and I had never done boarding. And so I'm like, let's see how to do this. And we decided to set up over here just to try it out. And we have grown the fleet accordingly. We did buy the Orca. The Hyperions were done by the quest, but the Zeus, the Dragon, all these, they were done by stealing them. Okay, I know people say it's meta to get quick money over the first hour or so. The other thing you can do to get money quick, and this is actually what I did to get my bank account rolling, is if you come to Holy Vision, you come through here, run through here, and over here, there's an abandoned Odysseus that you can grab. And you have two choices. You can sell it completely, or you can just strip it down of its consumables and keep it. Yeah, I grabbed the Odysseus, sold it, and stripped it. Yeah. That was where I got my starting capital. I also tell people some of the fun missions that you see flying around is find engineers and find pilots. And those can be very profitable too. And I just go to the traders and buy those seminars and keep a stack of those seminars on hand. and when they need
Make the
a engineer or a pilot, I grab someone with a high enough morale, give them the seminars, and then send them off, and easy money. There's still part of me that feels bad, because I saw this Zeus E, and I'm like, ooh, and I stole it from this zone, and as you can see, there's a lot of action going on over here. And this guy, this station is my best friend, because I'll come in here and I'll start, the Xenon will wipe out everybody and I'll be left alone. I'm like, oh crap, I'm outnumbered. Fly over to this station, who is armed to the gills. And this station just blows up anybody chasing me. Yeah, I'm forever trying to fight off the Xenon there, and it feels like it's a falling into a new trap. See, if you know what you're doing, another nice trick is you can capture all, you can be a loot goblin in here and just, is that a programmable filter? Yeah, that's a programmable filter. Of course, autosave. Now I just need to find a flux capacitor. I'm using a Hydra and disable Ks. Let other ships pick them off when they need something stronger to drop the K more easily.
Entering
I
system.
actually use something
Take first
weaker,
choice.
if I'm honest.
Autopilot.
Because
Engage.
my cheese is that I use the geometric owl with those burst rays that can penetrate shields and go in and destroy all the surface elements. I mean, that's what the burst rays are designed for, is to take out surface elements. So I do hit and runs, where I just run in, hit a turret, either destroy it or at least weaken it, and fly off, let my shields regen, do a few of those strafes, and after a few of those, it's defenseless. And again, with the fighters, it takes a little bit longer on them, where I just hit them, I'm damaging them regardless of what their shields are, and enough hit and runs, and I take out any of their fighters. The big concern I have with the Xenon is just when there's too many of them. If there's more than about 6, I run to the station and let them blow it up. Yeah, I'm 24 hours into this playthrough. Rep is 15 to 18 with most factions, so I feel like I'm doing okay. Yeah, that's actually doing pretty good. Need to decide on what to focus on. Maybe I'll go work on some story missions a bit, and then try the economy to build. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I'll be honest, there's so much to do in this game, it's real easy to get distracted. And a fun little trick here, I'm holding O even though I'm in the map, and it still works.
Disengage.
And then I can go guidance,
Autopilot.
use autopilot to drive me there. And you can play Loot Goblin this way. I think I'm going to try to force my economy to grow and not give it time to naturally expand like it does now. Yeah, I do the auto, yeah.
Disengaged. Autopilot engaged.
I need to find a good spot for the K. I can't believe they named it what they named it, so I just called them the K. Because I need a flux capacitor, and that's a low drop.
Autopilot disengaged.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
stirring mac and
looks like-
cheese, so.
It looks like they're starting to get active again, so I probably should pull out of this.
Autopilot disengaged.
Especially since I'm not in my normal ship.
Not a bad aim for a machine.
Come on. Alright.
Autopilot engaged.
You're in for it.
Let him pull out of the sector. Oh, not the sector, at least the area. The nice part is I went through and put
Disengage.
satellites
Entering system. Heretics end.
so I can see what's going on in their area. That's a lot of red. Alright. Three, two, one. Can you please spawn in for me? Ring the bell. Hello. Can I get some customer service? Oh, I guess they're not going to spawn in this time. Let's try reloading the... Seriously? No one? Hmm. How is your fault? Oh, you're just now getting there. Oh. Thank you for the patrolling of the area, Argon.
And mac and cheese is done.
Alright.
Hmm. Hmm. Um.
Have you come across materials for equipment modification
then-
yet? Maybe as a reward from some guild mission? If you wish to apply
Let's
these
send those guys
modifications
there.
to one of your ships, I recommend
Oh.
you
I pay
search
anything
for
for
a
them.
workbench. You may be able to find one at the ship
Hmm.
dealership of a wharf or
Oh,
shipyard.
yay! My Mako's finally being built.
Hmm.
The infrastructure system's finally starting to operate properly. This is going to be the first ship my wharf has actually produced. All the other ships have
Oh,
been
yeah?
deconstructed, not constructed.
Hmm.
In 1
Wonder
hour
why
and
this one
32
doesn't
minutes,
hold.
I should be able to start manufacturing xenon craft. If the mod allows that.
Yeah. Hmm.
All right. Let's assign you here to replace the ships I just sent away. Alright, you're doing Claytronics. Yeah, you're gonna be busy
Not
for a while.
this.
How are you coming along, by the way? Because I have been ignoring you for a while.
Ah, the Hatikva Free
There.
League, a shadow of their once glorious forebears. Although support from the Queendom stems their decline, the League will still have far to go. You are to supply them with a wing of boron fighters. The politicians will follow up with a negotiation for the Hatikva Free League to acquire more boron military vessels in the future. I suspect they will be grateful for the military hardware to help deter pirates in Xenon.
Mako's matching ship types, but additional requirements have not been met. Okay. Okay. So you have all the energy cells, you have most of the hull parts, it's Claytronics and everything else that you're lacking. So, do you know the trick on how to actually build right in front of the gate? As you can see, the jump gate is actually in my plot.
How?
So, you buy a small plot, like as small as you can get it, and you put it next to the jump gate. And it doesn't have a
and you
problem
buy it
with that.
bigger.
And then after you buy it and own it, then you expand it. And as you can see, I have defense platforms right there, so when anything jumps in, it's going to just jump right into the field of fire. I've seen some people basically design this station, their defense station, where it matches the pylons on the jump gate, and they just build long pylons of defense platforms to just open up on them. But I figure having 6 defense discs. Yeah, I saw that it looks. But 6 defense discs lined up, and then I have storage, and then I have a recycling and processing below it. The eventual plan is to get fighters going. Oh, that's the issue, is the Makos have to be equipped differently. Okay. Actually, I didn't make these 30. With scrap, do you need a ship to look for scraps or drones to it? Honestly, I don't know. My plan is to do like I've done at all the other scrap stations and have a whatchamacallit?
Yeah, I could have done it like that.
Right there, I have a tug. Who is in need of repair? You know what? Come over here.
Did you know
I'm gonna
that
upgrade.
I guess
Standard
it's
Edition
the
spaceships come fitted
importer.
with an engine boost? No need to trundle along at a major snail's pace.
Oh, he already has the
Setting
best shield.
back. I'll put.
Alright. So they just send him to the dock to get repaired.
And then cable.
Is there anything else I can do with my tech?
Let's see. Start. Ah, there it does. It works now. I just don't have the rotation needed to do a belt system.
Well, he is gaining that material. Slowly, but... Alright. That's saying he's going to get repaired. The builders are clearly going to town. But he doesn't have the material needed. Has everything he needs to get it started, right? Let's take a look at this guy, because this guy will supply this guy once he's done. Alright, so you need a big shipment of Claytronics. Oh, that's right, you're not working right now because you're being upgraded. Alright, let's look for some Claytronics just to get this moving along.
I have become painfully aware that you had to accept an illegal mission offer from a signal leak to come to my aid. This reckless, if well-intentioned violation of the local customs must surely rest heavily on your conscience. If you seek lawful employment, I recommend pursuing the regular mission offers in your map interface instead.
Hmm.
Alright. Let's see what these boron are, these Makos are missing.
What do I need this for? I needed a lot more than just that.
Let's send you here for stripping of parts.
Hmm.
And while you fly out there, we can figure out what's going on. Hmm. Oh, they need Mark 1s, not Mark 2s.
Okay. Start. Okay. Definitely needed like a speed.
We will.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
How is the reputation coming along with -8? Has not really changed much.
Mako. Entering system. Morningstar.
Where? Oh, isn't this for the 64K one? Yeah.
Right there.
I wonder if I could grab one of you.
One recommendation
cannot.
I make when playing this game is be careful you don't expand too quickly. It's real easy to do, and it can cause you to slow down real fast. Because like right now, I have so many stations in the
Entering
process
system.
of being built and
Heretics
upgraded
end.
that they're consuming so much resources that would normally be flowing.
There.
But we are starting to get flow here. Good. That said, Mercury?
Awaiting orders.